So actually, there's this site where you can explore, the critical features that affect particular model's performance. So this is on the GPT-2 small model, and you can see feature 0 has anything to do with phrases related to Q&A sessions. This particular feature talks about anything to do with events and milestones. So we kind of wanted to explore a general approach on how you can do this sort of interpretability to any other text model as well. So key components of how we explored this using a sparse autoencoder, and there's this library called SAE Lens, and there is a way we can hook onto each layer in between the large language model to introduce this SAE, so we can perform this sort of modifications on how we can steer certain vectors and disable some other ones. So for this, what we did was we used the Gemma 2B model and trained the SAE on the same model, so we can extract the internal representation of the prompt using the encode method and apply a custom hook, so we can kind of zero out different columns and just kind of exaggerate specific features of the whole thing. So maybe a demo would make more sense. So this is a sentence. There was once a little boy named Johnny, who was a very happy little boy, but he had one problem: he couldn't sleep at night. So if you wanted to introduce this conflict vector, you can see love to play with his friends so much that he would sometimes get hurt. So you can see there is more elements of conflict over there. You could introduce this dog latent vector that we have seen as well. And now you'd see.
Yeah, the last sentence.
Yeah.
He put in a bowl for himself, but then realized that there wasn't any dog food left in the house either.
Yeah, so these are actually done by steering vectors. Basically these specific neurons within the network, we can increase their weightage. So that's kind of the idea and what we were going for. And we were trying to do this in a dynamic fashion. So like any other model, you could kind of discover these critical features and accentuate or reduce the effects of these latent features. Yeah, so like potential applications, you can control your LLM much better. So in terms of safety, you can make sure the safety protocols are properly implemented or increase the amount of safety. And beyond that, truly understand what's going on within an LLM model, so we can decide how much we can actually trust the output, right? Whether this is legit or not, and what's actually causing it to give that output. So yeah, that's what we worked on so far. Do you have any questions?